How's it going, knife fanatics? Welcome back to the channel. We are in Indiana, up here at the Vendors Village Flea Market. I had to come up to Louisville for a doctor's appointment, and I hadn't swung over to this side of the river for quite a while. These two flea markets over here are much bigger than the ones we got around Kentucky, at least my part of Kentucky. So I figured it'd be fun time to come over here and check them out and see what we can find. So appreciate you guys clicking on this video. Let's go find some knives. Got some old hickories here. K-bar, Boker, Queen. I like that tortoiseshell Boker. Check out that old hawkbill. Alright guys, some of y'all might know that I'm a vintage glass collector as well. So I'm always looking for Fire King. I believe that's one right there. Sure is. Those old Coke glasses. Check this one out. It's actually not a bad price. I might snag that. I don't have that one. That's a Federal. See that? Just never know what you're going to find back in here, guys. You really got to look. Some of these old cups go for some big money. I almost didn't even see that one. I love those. See what kind of price they got on this one. That's a Federal. The F with the shield, that's a Federal. $4. Guys, these are some really good prices on these mugs. I'm gonna have to get several. Another hawkbill. I don't hardly ever run into them. I come up here and found two. $1.90. This is a much better one than what we got in Kentucky. So guys, you just never know what's going to be in these booths. Even if it looks like stuff you're not interested in, you get in here and start digging around. You just never know what you're going to come across. Don't ever pass them up. There could be anything up in here. American flag. Check out all them old cans. back before everything was full of microplastics. That's an awesome piece of stag right there. You talk about some good knife handle material. That's big. I'm tempted to grab that. I just love these old hurricane lamps. They bring some money though. That's a Fenton. Check that out, guys. It's a charade case. Anybody needs that? We're at the Vendors Village in Clarksville, Indiana. I don't have the money to snag it, but if any of y'all need that, run up here and get it. You're in booth number 7354. Well, I'd sure like to have that. Check them out. Old Disney mugs. See these Anchor Hawking? Yep. Anchor Hawking. $10 ain't bad for that. I just love the old stuff. Don't you wish the grocery stores still looked like that? Got a big old tub of lard. Quaker Oats. There's a peach luster, Fire King or Anchor Hawking. But the thicker ones like that are usually older. Let's see what it is. Fire King, which is made by Anchor Hawking. $4.50. Guys, I'm telling you, the prices up here on this glass stuff is really good. Anytime you can find a Fire King for under $5, grab it. There's a diamond one. Let's see which one this is, Anchor Hawking or Fire King. Fire King. $3.95. Guys, that is, I haven't seen these kind of prices on Fire King stuff since I was probably a kid, or you know, at least a teenager, going around with my grandma and my aunt. These are some really good prices on Fire King. Well, you whatnot sellers, be all kinds of shipping material. And I just love these old cans. Potato chips. Wouldn't it be awesome if that's how potato chips still came? I love that, just the style and everything of that old stuff. Just looks so cool. Check out those blue ones right there. Them caught my eye right off the bat. I don't think I have this color either. Yeah, 15 on that one. It's a nice color scheme though. More than hurricane lamps. Alright guys, we just got out of the Vendors Village in Clarksville, Indiana. There wasn't a whole lot of knife stuff. I got footage of pretty much all the knives. I think there was one booth that I didn't get, but it wasn't, you know, not much to look at. But they did have a lot of really, you know, good glass, vintage glass stuff in there, guys. And if you don't know, I am a huge collector of vintage glass. I love old Fire King coffee cups and Anchor Hawking and Federal and Hazel Atlas. And those old hurricane lamps. Of course, you know, the hurricane lamps are out of my budget, but I love them. I love the style, love them. I love seeing them, and you know, you'll see them in the background of old westerns and stuff all the time. And my grandma always had them, and my aunt. And I just grew up around that vintage glass, and so I just grown to love it. Just got so many memories of it, you know, being at their house. And me and my aunt and my grandma, you know, all through my being a kid and up through a teenager, that's one of our favorite things we do. We go at flea markets, you know, and they'd be after the, you know, the vintage glass stuff. So I got hooked on it. You know, I love coffee, and that's what I love drinking my coffee out of in the mornings. I'll pick me you know, a different style, you know, 1950s, 1960s glass cup to drink out of. Just something different about it, man. People laugh when you say that, but if you've never had one, you never had, you know, like a 1940s, 50s, 60s vintage coffee mug, I'm telling you, man, there's something different about it. The way they're made, the way they fit your hand, there's just something different about it. I don't like drinking coffee out of nothing but them. It's funny. But anyway, I really enjoyed seeing that stuff, and there were some awesome prices for Fire King and Anchor Hawken mugs that I've seen for quite a while, and I look for them all the time. So definitely is going to be a spot that I'm going to come back and check regularly. There is another flea market just right up the street from this one, so I'm going to go check it out. Maybe we'll have a little more luck on the knife department, and appreciate you guys watching. Let's go check this one out. Got some old razors in here, guys. Is that a buck back there? Guys, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was a big buck fixed blade right there. I about freaked out when I saw the price. It's not. Yeah, see here at this one, prices are already going up on them cups. And those green ones are absolutely everywhere. And they're $7 here. So finding them other patterns for $4 and $3 was just crazy. This is one of them little spoon displays. As cheap as that is, for 24 bucks or 25, I'd be tempted to modify these a little bit and turn that into a knife display. That'd be a really cheap way and a cool way to display some knives. Check these out. These are those hidden gun boxes with the magnetic locks to open. Just looks like a picture or a decoration on the wall. That's pretty cool. Found a couple little knives there. Can't see the price on that one. We found some case stuff. I want to look at that white one back there, guys. I'm about to go get the key to this. I want to see what that is. It looks like an Imperial. Well, guys, we're back home, and didn't really find much on as far as the knife department goes at the flea markets up there in Indiana. Those two that we checked out. They had a lot more options. They were a lot bigger than the ones here, you know, they're within like probably 30 minutes of my house of Kentucky, in this area of Kentucky. They're a lot bigger as far as, you know, what they, you know, the building size and the stuff they have in there, but not nearly as good as knife selection, seems like, is what we got down here. But they did have a lot better vintage glass selection. So I don't know how many of you guys are interested in that, but as I explained earlier in this video, I'm a big collector of vintage glass, especially Fire King, you know, coffee mugs. More so the coffee mugs than like the bowls and the plates, just because I like having different, vintage stuff to drink coffee out of in the morning. I love coffee, and I just got so many memories in my mind of seeing those different colors and different patterns of mugs on my grandmother's kitchen table as a kid. And when we'd have family dinners and all the different family gatherings, all the adults. I can remember my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunts, my uncles, everybody. She had such a huge collection of those mugs. Everyone had a different pattern, a different color, and I've always been drawn to flashy patterns or bright colors. And those mugs, just those old 60s, 50s, 60s designs, man, were just cool. And I fell in love with them. Just like those lamps that I've mentioned in the video that we come across, all the different intricate patterns on them. And I remember as a kid, I grew up watching Westerns, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, John Wayne, Randolph Scott, Glenn Ford. And it's all those movies, you'll see those hurricane lamps in the backgrounds of those old Westerns, and just they always just stood out to me. I just love them. So anyway, guys, we didn't see much as far as knives go, but still found a lot of stuff that I enjoyed, and hopefully you guys enjoyed coming along with me. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.